You ever walk into a gym and you just freeze and you feel like everyone is looking at you? Then you start second guessing yourself, like, is my outfit good enough? How's my form? Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have even came. Yeah, I get it. Gym anxiety, it's real. Trainers experience it, competitors, and even moms like me experience it from time to time. But guess what? You belong there. You belong at the gym, and everyone has to start somewhere. So let's talk about gym anxiety. Welcome, ladies. My name is Tabitha, personal trainer for over 13 years, mom of 5, and I'm here to help all you busy ladies struggling with these sort of workout problems and make it really easy for you. All right, so today we're going to talk about gym anxiety. So let's step into that mindset. Maybe you're in a new town, you changed gyms, or you just started going to the gym for the first time. Imagine it with me. You're walking through that door. It's a completely new gym. You walk in, and as soon as you walk in, everyone at the front desk, when you check in, they stop and they start staring at you, and they're watching you the whole time, right? And then you walk through, and now you're feeling a little bit of pressure, and then you walk onto the floor of the gym, and everybody stops using the cardio equipment just to stare at you, and they're watching you as you move along the gym floor. And then you get to the meatheads, lifting their heavy dumbbells, and they drop them down on the floor. Now they're looking at you too. Everybody's looking at your every move. Oh, should she be here? Look at that outfit. Oh my gosh, she's not fit enough to be in the gym. When was the last time she worked out? Oh my gosh, did you see her form? Right? They're all doing that, right? No, they're not. Nobody cares. Actually, most people in the gym are going to be so thrilled that you're there. So let's go over some of the reasons that people feel gym anxiety. So a lot of the times you're going to feel intimidated to go into the gym, and you're going to get a little bit nervous when you go in. And why is that, really? Because you're comparing yourself to others. Your fitness level, your outfit, your form, your strength, everything. You're comparing yourself to everybody in the gym. Don't do that. It doesn't matter. Second, we worry if other people are judging us. Are they looking at me saying, oh my gosh, she's had too many kids. Look how overweight she is, or look how skinny she is, or look at those pants she's wearing. No. Or she doesn't have enough muscle. You're worrying about someone judging you on your fitness journey, and they know nothing about you. And the truth of the matter is, they're not even paying attention to you probably 99% of the time. And sometimes we feel nervous or intimidated because you just don't know where to start. You've walked in, you have this idea, maybe you saw this cool training plan online, and you're like, I'm going to do it. And then you freeze and you're like, but where do I start? Where do I go? How do I make this happen? Social media doesn't help either. On social media, we see perfect physiques, highlight reels that are really hard to believe, and we think that we're the only ones struggling. And then there's all that internal garbage and lingo, your body image, your perfectionism, even the old memories. Maybe you were fit at one time and now you're not as in best of shape. Maybe you had a bad experience the last time you went to the gym, or when you were way back in high school in gym class or PE, you had an embarrassing moment or someone made fun of you. But guess what? None of that matters. Nobody knows that history. Nobody knows those stories. That's all inside you and in your head. So nobody's judging you. Stop comparing yourself to others and social media. And if you don't know where to start, I'm going to help you. So this video, we're going to give you confidence to go into that gym and crush it. Now, let me share with you my experience with gym anxiety before we get on to all the steps. So I've been at the gym. I've been an avid gym goer for over 20 years, okay? When I was in high school, my first freshman year, we could take one elective, and I was that crazy person, and I was like, I'm taking gym class. There was me and 2 other girls in the entire class. It was a class full of guys, but I had just this desire to lift weights at such a young age. And I did lift in sports, but then when I went out for lifting on my own after I graduated high school and I was in college, I literally didn't know what I was doing. So I remember going in and just not paying attention to anybody and just like, okay, I'm going to do these curls. Like, I don't really know what else to do, but my curls, they knocked it out of the park last time. So I'm going to do those again. And then I'd notice a new machine. I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to try that machine this time, So I really didn't know what I was doing, but I just was like a little mouse, I'd just go in, I'd do my thing and then leave. It was very repetitive for many years. And then I became an avid, addicted gym goer where I started branching out and I started learning. And I did that for many years where I built my confidence up and I used to ask trainers or other avid gym goers for help on things. Then I became a personal trainer. And even being a personal trainer, you get a little nervous because you're thinking like, people are looking at you. They think you have to be extremely perfect to be a personal trainer, but you don't. You're there because you want to learn and you want to help others learn because you've been there before. So I remember when I first started personal training, I was a little bit nervous, and then you ease into it, right? I've been doing that for 13 years. I've also been at the gym as a fitness competitor. I competed in NPC and I was there twice a day. And it was intense. And when I was there as a competitor, I was just in my own zone. I had my workout sheet and I was going for the gusto, right? Then things changed and then I became a mom and I was still personal training, still an avid gym goer, but then you get a little anxiety because my baby bump is growing and I don't show really early, but I widen out and I start looking a little chubby. So I'm like, ugh, people think that I'm this fat trainer that's out of shape, like I'm in here exercising all the time, but I just don't have the body type. I would kind of, like hear your brain say those crazy messages and I'd be like, what does it matter? Your brain plays tricks on you. And so now I'm a mom. I'm not in the gym quite as often. I do go every once in a while, but I'm mostly home in my home gym working out because I've got 5 kiddos. And I'm not training in a gym with women anymore. But I just did recently go to the gym again with my mom because my mom was like, oh, please help me. I'm so nervous about going to the gym. So I helped her out. And I did kind of get that like, wow, I've never been to this gym before. She was going to a Planet Fitness and I was like, oh, okay. You kind of get that little like, you're not comfortable there because you haven't been going there. I've experienced it too. It's real. It happens, but trust me, you will get over it. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to get over it or at least fake it till you make it because trust me, you're going to make it. You're going to be a gym goer. You're going to work out. You're going to change your physique, your body, and you're going to feel phenomenal. So let's get into it. And I've got my notes here. So I got to refer to them so I hit all my points. So we're going to be practical here. Now, the first thing I would recommend to you if you want to be confident in the gym is that you have to learn the space. You're walking into a new gym, okay? Maybe today as a new gym goer, you're going to say, all right, I'm going to just go on the cardio machines. I'm going to walk. I'm going to do the stepper. And then I'm going to find the ab room and I'm just do a little bit of abs. And that's your plan for the first day you go to the gym. Why do I give you that plan? Because your plan for that day, a light workout, but your main plan for that day is reconnaissance. You're going to get to know that gym. So that's step number 1. You want to learn the space you're going to be working out in. You want to know where all the cardio machines are, all the free weight machines. You want to know where all the squat racks are, the Smith machine, the hip thruster. Then you want to know all the seated machines, the curls, the hamstring curl, the leg extension, the tricep, all of it. You want to know where everything is. You want to know where the little ab room is. You want to know what kind of dumbbells they have. Do they have only iron dumbbells or do they have neoprene coated dumbbells? Do they have only round ended dumbbells, or do they have hexagon or flat-sided dumbbells? All of those things matter because that's going to make a difference on how you plan to go to the gym in the next step. What kind of benches they have in the free weight area. Maybe you're not into the free weight area yet, but you want to see what kind of step-ups they have, all the machinery. Now, you don't need to go in and like take notes and build a layout of the gym, but get an idea of all the equipment. I'm sure if you go to their website, they'll probably have pictures, and so you can get another idea there, but you want to get to know the space. You're going to look at another thing that you can do to get to know the space is observe other people. Now, I know that goes against because that might give that person some anxiety, but if you're learning and say you don't know how to use a piece of equipment, or you see a piece of equipment and you're like, ooh, what's that? Maybe when you're on your cardio, you kind of watch if you can see other pieces and you observe how someone might be using a piece of equipment. Then you will store that, and so now you know what that piece is used for. And one last thing you can do is a lot of the times the trainers there, they'll offer like small session packages. So take a one or two, they'll do like intro packages where it's free with signing up for the gym. Take one because you're just going to learn the gym a little bit better. Don't feel obligated to buy a whole session package with them. Now, as a trainer who used to sell training, they can be very convincing. Okay, if you're not ready for it, just say no, not at this time. You know, they will be very convincing to sell you a package, but take the demo package, that first free one that they offer you, because you're going to learn so much about the gym. Okay, so that is step number one. Step number two is going to be have a plan. So day number one, you went in, you did cardio, you did some abs, you did reconnaissance, right? You went home, you found a really good workout plan that you liked. Maybe you got it from a great trainer that you liked online. Maybe you went to bodybuilding.com. Maybe you have an app. Apps are good, but I don't recommend an app for the gym, especially if you're a newbie. And here is why. You want a plan that's going to set you up so that when you go into the gym, you can smoothly go through your workouts. There are many, many different ways to work out. I really love supersets. I like push-pull routines where I'm using opposing muscle groups. I'm sorry, I'm wearing black, but biceps, working the biceps, then working the triceps, working the quad, then working the hamstring, opposing muscle groups. The reason for that is it saves time and you can just get in and out much faster. Now, say I'm working an opposing muscle group and I am at the seated machines and I'm going to do the leg extension and the hamstring curl. I would hope that those two machines would be really close to each other. Now, if they're all the way far away, then you're not going to plan your workout to do hamstring curls and leg extensions because they're on the opposite side of the machine area, right? So maybe you're doing leg extensions and adduction, which is opening and working those glutes. Maybe that's what you're doing instead. But if you have a plan, and this is why not an app, because you want it written down that's going to meet your needs at that gym. You're going to use that reconnaissance to create your plan, right? I hope you're catching on to this. So you want to smoothly make a plan that you're going to be able to flow through the gym nice and easy. Why does that matter? Because that's going to give you confidence. Because now you're not going to second guess yourself. You're not going to go in there and you're not like start looking around and go, I don't know. Oh, I'm supposed to do the adduction machine and I don't know which machine that is, right? Oh my gosh, but I scheduled myself to do curls and adductions. Like, I don't know what to do, right? So you want to schedule it so that you can flow through your workouts nicely. Next, you're going to always bring your workout journal with you because your plans might change. Someone might interrupt your workout because they're on a piece of equipment you were about to use. Or maybe you had to adjust your workout just a little bit. You're going to take notes because you want to remember what you did for the next time you do it or the next time you come up to that workout. It's going to make your workouts so much better. And then next, within your plan, you want to stay in that comfort zone. That's going to help you build that confidence. And then once you really get a hold of that comfort zone, then you branch out to the next area of discovery in the gym. Maybe it's the squat rack because you've never done the squat rack, or free weights because you've never done free weights. So you want to build a plan. Third, you want to go at the right time. Everybody goes before work and everybody goes after work, okay? It is so busy. Late at night, it's not busy. Middle of the day, it's not busy. You want to go when it's least crowded. It's going to be so much more comfortable, especially for a newbie. You won't have to worry about getting in anybody's way or anybody getting in your learning way, because it's really important for you to learn, to get comfortable, that you need to be able to move through the gym a lot more freely. So if you go at the right time, and maybe your gym's a little bit different, I would go up to the front desk and say, hey, what's the least busy times here at this gym? And then write that down and try to make that a part of your plan so that you have that ease and comfort that you need. Another thing you could do to make it more comfortable and going at the right time, you could bring a friend. A workout buddy always makes the gym time so much more fun. You guys can interchange with equipment if you're doing the same workout plan. Or if you want, start with some group classes. Group classes are phenomenal for getting comfortable in the gym. But go beyond that. Like, I really love group classes. I loved teaching group classes. Oh my gosh, it's probably one of my favorite things to teach. But go beyond that. Learn from your group class and then explore beyond. But that's a good way to get comfortable and in choosing the right time. So you're going to a class, you're getting comfortable, and then you're slowly making your way through the gym as well. Now 4, you gotta find your vibe, okay? Now I'm gonna say, don't wear flashy clothes, okay? Unless you want to be noticed. Everybody's into their booty lifting pants. If you're new, forget the booty lifting pants, okay? Leave them at home. Don't draw that type of attention to yourself. Wear a baggy shirt. Wear sweatpants, wear something comfortable. If you're going to do leggings, do subdued colors, at least for now. I love bright colors and I always have like super colorful workout pants, but I don't mind it. I'm comfortable with that. And if you're not comfortable yet, pick the most plain clothes possible. It's going to keep people's attention off of you. You're not going to be worried about pulling things up and down, your special tops. You're just going to be chill. You're going to relax and you're going to be like, okay, my shirt's covering the parts of me that I don't like, right? My pants aren't going on my butt right now. And so I don't need to pull it out and worry about those sort of things. So comfortable clothes. Don't worry about the trends. Don't worry about the trends right now. You want to get comfortable. Next, if you're a headphone gal and you like to listen to music while you work out, do it. Get your headphones on, start listening to some good music, and just get in the vibe, like groove, okay? Enjoy it. I'm not a headphones gal, but plenty of people are. So if you like that, do it. Another thing that's really awesome about music is that it can really zone you out and it can create a boundary, because now if you have headphones on or iPods, yeah. If you have iPods or something in, people aren't going to bother you either because you can't hear them and you're in your own world. And so it kind of drowns out the noise that's going on in your head. So those are my biggest first steps: is learn the space, create a plan, go at the right time, and get into your vibe. Okay, so let's talk about the reality of the gym. Here's what you really need to know. Like, almost no one, like 99% of people are not judging you. Like 99% of people will not recognize you. And like the majority of them, you're just another gym goer. Like, they're not paying attention to you at all. At all. You've got the meatheads, the gym rats, the guys that are just like buff, or the girls that are really buff, and they're in there lifting like crazy. Trust me, they're chasing their PRs and too busy looking at themselves in the mirror. Just stay away from them so you don't take their dumbbell or their bench, and you'll be good. You'll be so good. They're too worried about their PRs to worry about you. Then you got the newbies like you that are self-conscious. They're worried, like, am I doing it right? Newbies are in their own world like you. They're worried about them, and trainers can see that newbies are struggling. So trainers are the only ones that are actually seeing you, but don't worry, they're there to help you. But newbies aren't worried about you. So a newbie and a newbie, unless you newbies want to become friends and you guys see each other and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use that either, because that happens a lot in the gym, then you guys can become buds, like gym buddies. But newbies really, they're so worried about themselves that they're not paying attention to anybody else. Then you have the routine gym goers. They're in, they're out. This is where you want to be, right? You want to get in your groove. You want to have your plan. You want to go in. You want to smoothly go through your workout. You want to leave. Maybe you go shower there or something. Maybe your gym offers massage chairs or tanning booths. Then you got your class people. These class people are avid class people. Like, that's their groove, okay? They're going to class. They're going to spin. They're going to boot camp. They're going to Pilates. They love it. They're not worried about anybody else in the gym because they're going to their class with their buddy. They got their yoga mat. They got their water bottles. You can see it. They're going in, they're going out, and they're having a good time. Class goers are really happy people. They love it, and they've got such a good social network. They're not paying attention to you, so they don't know, but you can join them. You are more than welcome to join those class people, and they will accept you. Like, come on, come into our class. The gym is such a great place, okay? Then again, you got the trainers. And like I said earlier, the trainers are the only ones that really see everybody, but that's their job. They're there observing for people that do need help, or people that want a trainer. And so really the trainers are the only ones that are really noticing you. So don't worry, because that's the reality of it. And once you get comfortable, trust me, you are going to love it. You want to realize that confidence in the gym is not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to build up consistency. You're going to have to go consistently. And the more you go consistently, what's going to happen is you're going to feel more comfortable there. You're going to feel like that it's a place that you belong and that it's home for you. All right. That's going to just be a part of your routine, but it doesn't happen overnight. And when you go into the gym, tell yourself, I belong here. This is great. I love it. I mean, even though you might not feel it at the time, do it. Tell yourself how great it is to be there and how much you belong, because you can trick your mind into believing those things. So you need to make that conscious effort so that you can stay positive and be motivated in the gym. You want to remember also, as you make progress with that journal that you have, this is why I highly recommend a fitness journal, handwriting it in. It gives you that time to breathe, that time to think. But what you will see as you go through your workouts, your reps will build you confidence over time. When you switch from that 10-pound dumbbell to that 12-pound to that 15-pound, maybe you're up to 25 pounds, that is going to build your confidence. You're going to see where you started and where you went. And maybe your workouts are the same 5 workouts and you do that for the next 3 months. Who cares? You will see progress and you will build confidence. Also, you want to remember that progress is more important than perfection. You're not going to do anything perfect. And let's be real, when we're outside shoveling, digging a hole to plant a tree, or we're raking leaves in our yard, we're not doing everything with perfection the way you would do it in a gym. So don't worry if your form is not exactly perfect. Keep your weight low and work on form over time. When your weight is low, you can allow for imperfect form. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. So you will make progress, your weight will increase, your form will get better. Don't ever think that it has to be perfect. Your body does not need to be perfection. Everybody is different, everybody is unique, and everybody's body is beautiful in its own way. Everybody has like that special attribute. So find yours, okay? So progress over perfection, and remember that you're building confidence every time you go to the gym. So your mindset will change over time, and it's a beautiful thing. Trust me, and get a workout journal. Get a workout journal. So what you don't want to do when you go to the gym, don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to your day 1, to somebody else's day 5, to somebody else's day 365. Just don't do it. Maybe you can look at another mom or another female and be like, wow, I want to get there, but don't compare yourself because you are on your own journey. Another thing, don't skip warm-ups. If you need to warm up those glutes, if you need to stretch a little bit, don't skip it. It gives you time to get your head in the game, and it'll help you move more smoothly. Your muscles will be warm, and that first rep will be so much better than if you went in cold. And like I said earlier, don't rush your form. Form will come over time. You will learn it. As long as you're not going crazy heavy, like I said, your form will come. So don't stress too much about your form. Another thing, don't apologize for being new. Everybody was new once, and this is your turn to be new and to grow. So don't apologize for it. Next, don't hide in that forever cardio room. Like there's that room that they always have that's like a cardio ab room that's kind of quiet where nobody else, don't hide there. Like you can check it out sometimes if you want some peace and quiet, but get out on the floor, touch the weights, touch the machines. Don't hide out in that room. Let's talk about some key takeaways here, which are really, really important. In order to grow, you need to get outside your comfort zone. So you're going to do it. You're going to try something new and you're going to accomplish it. The first time you go into the gym, that first rep you make with every single exercise, even if it's a new one, and you've been at the gym for 3 months now and you're starting a new exercise, that first rep of trying that new exercise is always going to be the hardest because you're second guessing yourself. But don't, because you're going to grow with the change and with getting outside that comfort zone. So here's your challenge. Tell me in the comments below if you do this. If you have been avoiding the gym and just working out at home, go to the gym. Take the next step, even if you're there for only 15 minutes. Let me know in the comments if you do this. Take the step, go outside your comfort zone, and remember that you're going to grow. It's going to make you confident, and you're going to get better over time. For moms like me that I don't get to go to the gym by myself very much, and for me today now when I do get to go to the gym by myself, it's like a recharge time. So if you're a mom and you can step away from your kiddos and you can get to the gym, don't worry, don't be anxious, don't be nervous. Go, recharge, and enjoy that time by yourself, building your body, working on your confidence, and working on you. Also, you're not selfish for wanting to be strong or for wanting to get your body in better shape. And then also remember that confidence, consistency, and courage would be a reflection of you to your children. So, before you go, ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about the gym? What story am I telling myself about the gym? And how can I rewrite it? How can I change that perspective? And how can I be a better version of me in the gym and build that confidence? You can do it, ladies. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I will be more than happy to help you on your gym journey. I know it's tough, but taking the first step is what's most important. And as always, stay positive, work hard, and God bless. Mahalo for joining me. Aloha.